Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Throw left side on target to Thielen. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down.
And let's face it, what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times you're just...
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, 26 yards. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Bailey got the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. They will take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 22. He'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Henry's got it, out on the left side. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think a guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a entire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. To the air again here, Rivers. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. To throw, Rivers. Benjamin with it over the middle. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Again, it's Rivers. This is caught. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Hey, Haywood!
Rivers again. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. He's at the 50. 30. Pass past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Good job.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. That means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Extra point up and good by Bailey. And it's now 14-0. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
On first down, Gordon. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack. Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they're bringing your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance. The Chargers on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 11. Open man, it's Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He's up over 50 yards receiving now in his first half. It's a first down. Allen has it, left side. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. They'll throw again. Rivers. And that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out.
And he's going to go down in the end zone. Cousins taken down for the safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And you're under a minute to go in the half. A first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rivers. To Gordon, out left. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Trey Waynes, the Michigan State man, right there in coverage. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. He's got his man. It's Williams. And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, 69 yards. And the Chargers are able to make this a close game again. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And this is back to a 5-point game. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. On third down, Cousins. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And he's given his guys a shot for late points, as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
180.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Following the interception here, Rivers. Throw to the right here to Gordon. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll make it second down. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. Badgley able to punch this one through. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the gun, Rivers. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Escaping the pressure right. And right side, Henry's got it. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Allen. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. Rivers with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. He's going to fire. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, L.A. Keenan Allen, 48 yards. And the Chargers have taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They start the drive with Cook. Whoosh. He's got a 1st down and more past the 30 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung here.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good, backside guys,
meh.
That's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable game.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest game, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd and 7, Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Mike Zimmer's made his decision, and that decision is to try and go for this thing on 4th down. Cousins to throw for it on 4th. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Now Cook. Oh, good footwork on the spin. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking 1st down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. From the gun, here's Cousins. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Well, that decision to me was all about pulling up the chart. You know, that beautiful chart that tells you when to go for 2, when to go for 1. I do love it. It helps you with your decision-making during heated times. And just look at it right here in this point of the game. Go for 2, try and make it a field goal difference.
But now just up 1 makes the rest of this fourth quarter a little more interesting.
Yeah, they followed the chart. They just didn't get the 2 points on the board, did they?
Nope. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 22. From the gun, Rivers. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Coverage there by the safety, Harrison Smith.
And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there. But they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? Eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react when he throws the football and rally to that spot. And that's exactly what happened there. Able to get there and knock it away.
Rivers now perfect since the second half. 10.
Mike 40, Mike 40. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. 5.
Operating from the gun, Rivers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
You think you gonna get this? Jam. Red. 40's the mic. Watch the slant. Mike 40. I'm coming. Behind.
Throwing again. Rivers. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Daniil Hunter able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers, and Rivers after the sack.
Switch.
From the gun, Rivers. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And some space here. 20, 10, touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 57 yards. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That 3rd one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ball game. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 31.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. 3 out.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Making the stop there, Daniil Hunter.
No gain on the play.
Rivers to throw. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
90. Close to right. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. Wait, 89.
Here's Rivers. And he's going to find that man yet again, Keenan Allen. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
390.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Let's go. Hey, Delta.
Now Rivers. Under pressure, and down he goes. Linval Joseph in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for L.A. 42 yards.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. This guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
You can't block me. 40's mine.
Rivers. That's going to be caught. And he's in for a Charger touchdown from 21 yards away. And the Chargers have made this a one-score game. Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little, too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them.
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
He'll find Thielen working the middle. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Bailey got the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Charles, in this one, I think the storyline really, the fourth quarter, coming into it neck and neck, but they were able to separate, put their foot on the gas, and get the win.
And since you mentioned neck and neck, I'm going to stay with a little bit of a horse racing theme. It was that close, and then really went into the gallop and finished it strong.
One more horse racing theme.
Go.
I am glad you posted today.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. Good night, everybody.